It was just another Tuesday afternoon at Brookside High. The gym buzzed with energy, sneakers squeaking, laughter echoing, and the sharp sound of a basketball bouncing off the polished floor. But in the corner, near the bleachers, stood a quiet man that most students barely noticed. His name was Mr. Carter, the school janitor. He wore the same blue uniform every day, a pair of yellow cleaning gloves tucked neatly in his back pocket. The kids didn't pay him much attention, except when they made fun of him. They joked about his gloves, calling him Mr. Clean or Rubber Hands. To them, he was invisible, just another grown-up doing a boring job. But that day, something happened that would make every student in that gym remember him for the rest of their lives. Before we jump into this unforgettable story, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and tell us in the comments what kindness means to you. You're watching Kindness Lights, the channel where real stories remind us that compassion can change everything. The story began one cold winter morning. The school had just launched a new after-school self-defense program, run by Coach Thompson, a former martial arts instructor. Students were excited, especially the athletes who thought they'd easily dominate the training. Mr. Carter was busy sweeping near the gym when he overheard Coach Thompson asking for volunteers to help set up the mats. Always willing to lend a hand, he walked over, gloves still on, and started helping. "Hey, look who's joining the dojo," one of the football players joked. "Careful, coach," another laughed. "He might slip with those cleaning gloves on." Mr. Carter didn't say a word. He just smiled politely and kept arranging the mats. When they finished setting up, Coach Thompson turned to him and said, "Thanks, Mr. Carter. You've got good balance. Ever done any martial arts?" The students snickered. One whispered loud enough for everyone to hear, "Yeah right, the janitor's a black belt in mopping." Mr. Carter just chuckled softly. "Not quite," he said. "But I've done a little training." Coach Thompson grinned. "Tell you what. Why don't you join us for a few minutes? It's all in good fun." The gym went quiet. The students stared, half amused, half curious. "Come on, Mr. Carter," one girl teased. "Show us your moves." Mr. Carter hesitated. He hadn't practiced in years. But he saw something in those young faces, a mix of arrogance and ignorance, and he decided this might be a moment worth teaching. "All right," he said gently, pulling off his gloves and setting them on a bench. "But only if no one gets hurt." The students laughed. "Sure thing, Mr. Clean." Coach Thompson paired him with Jake, the star quarterback, tall, strong, and confident. Jake smirked as he stretched his arms. "Don't worry, I'll go easy on you," he said. The coach gave the signal, and in a split second, Jake lunged forward. But before anyone could blink, Mr. Carter stepped aside, lightly tapped Jake's shoulder, and used his momentum to send him stumbling to the mat. It wasn't aggressive, it was graceful, effortless. The gym went silent. Jake jumped up, embarrassed but determined. He charged again. This time, Mr. Carter moved even faster, pivoting with calm precision, guiding Jake's arm in a simple motion that brought him safely to the ground once more. The laughter was gone now. Coach Thompson's eyes widened. "That's judo," he said quietly. Mr. Carter smiled. "Yes, sir. Learned it a long time ago." The students stood frozen. The man they mocked for his yellow gloves had just outclassed their best athlete without breaking a sweat. Coach Thompson, intrigued, asked him to demonstrate a few moves. Mr. Carter agreed but made one request. "Let's talk about respect first," he said. "Because what we practice here isn't just about strength, it's about control, kindness, and humility." He gathered the students around and told them a story. "When I was younger," he began, "I trained in martial arts for years. But I wasn't doing it to fight. My instructor used to say, a strong person doesn't need to show it. They use their strength to protect others. I carried that lesson with me. even when life got tough. He looked down for a moment, his voice softer now. When my wife got sick, I quit teaching martial arts to take care of her. After she passed, I needed work, any work. This janitor job gave me a purpose again. It's not glamorous, but it lets me help others in small ways every day. The room was silent. Even Jake looked down, guilt written on his face. Mr. Carter smiled gently. See, kindness isn't about big gestures. Sometimes it's about treating everyone, no matter what they do, with the same respect you'd want for yourself. Coach Thompson nodded. That's the best lesson anyone could learn in this gym. Mr. Carter helped Jake to his feet and patted him on the shoulder. You've got great energy, he said. Use it to lift people up, not push them down. From that day on, everything changed at Brookside High. The students started greeting Mr. Carter in the hallways. They offered to help him carry cleaning supplies or move equipment. They stopped laughing at his gloves. In fact, some even started calling him Sensei Carter out of respect. Jake became one of his biggest supporters. He often stayed after practice to talk with Mr. Carter, learning both judo and life lessons. He even started a respect crew, encouraging students to do one kind act every day. The school began to feel different, lighter, more caring. All because one man, mocked for his gloves, chose kindness instead of anger. Months later, at the end of year assembly, the principal invited Mr. Carter on stage. Today, she said, we honor someone who reminds us that true strength comes from kindness. The entire gym erupted in applause. Students held up handmade signs that read, "Thank you, Mr. Carter." Jake stepped forward and presented him with a brand new pair of yellow gloves, signed by the whole school. Mr. Carter smiled, tears in his eyes. These mean more to me than any trophy, he said. Because they remind me that kindness spreads, one